Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today for a short and sweet video on how to attach a lens to your Canon M50. Now I'm going to be showing you how to mount the classic EF-M stock lens, the 15-45, as well as an older 50mm EF lens. So let's get into the video, shall we? Okay, first things first, the camera is off. It doesn't really matter if you have a battery or SD card in the camera, as long as it is turned off. I'm now going to put the camera down for a moment and pick up the lens that I'm going to be first mounting, which is the 15-45 EF-M mount. And what I'm going to do is remove the rear dust cover and just inspect it for a bit of dust. I can see a little bit there, so I'm going to use a simple puffer tool just to remove some dust. That's looking a little bit better, so I'm going to leave this facing upwards while I remove the dust cover on the camera itself. So counterclockwise, pulling it off, and there's not any dust I can see on the sensor there, so I'm going to affix the two using the white dot on the lens, and I'm going to use that white dot as a marker to reference the white dot on the camera body's mount, and line the two up. Rotating clockwise, you'll hear the click, and that's them attached. That's as simple as that. Now I can't actually rotate the barrel and extend the focal length because it's currently locked. So to unlock it, I'm going to remove the lens hood, place that to one side, and I'm going to pull this switch upwards and rotate it clockwise. And there we go. Now the lens is unlocked and it can be used. Now the reason this locking mechanism is here is if you want to fold the lens down really compactly. So if you're transporting it, it's quite a nice feature to have. Here's your manual focus ring, and if I did want to attach the hood back on, I can do so quite easily just by rotating it clockwise onto the end. It's as simple as that. So now I'm going to show you how to mount an older EF lens. So this is the 50mm 1.8 by Canon. So first things first, to remove the current lens, I'm going to get its dust cover ready, placing it underneath me. I'm then going to locate to the left of the lens mount a small button. This is very standard on most cameras. If you depress this button while rotating counterclockwise, the lens will come free. I'm then going to place that on the dust cover and push that to one side. It's not actually attached yet, but that's okay, because I'm now going to be mounting this, which is the adapter. So this is the EF-M side going to EF, so you can see the size difference. Now I'm going to use the dots once again. So dot to dot, rotating clockwise, you hear the click. And now I'm going to try and mount the lens to the adapter. So I'm going to remove the dust cover on the rear of the EF50. And this time it's not a white dot, it's actually a red dot, as you can see there. Very bold. And it goes to a red dot on the actual camera adapter. There we go. Is it focusing? No, but you can see the dot. There we go. So dot to dot, rotate clockwise, you hear the click, and that's the two affixed. That is perfectly functioning now. Now something to take into consideration while adapting this lens, it's no longer a 50mm. Because this is an APS-C body and a lot smaller size sensor than a full frame sensor, which is what this lens is meant for. This is no longer a 50 and instead an 80mm. So this is a great way if you want to try out different focal lengths. Even if you have not got an 80mm, you can stick 50 onto an APS-C and now you have an 80mm. But something to take into account. Now what I'm going to do is just make sure that I can put the rear dust cover properly onto the EF-M, and I'm going to lock it back down, and it's all ready to go. That's it, perfectly ready. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it in the future, please leave a like and a comment saying so. That's this video. Goodbye.